just shared what quality of supplements are like in the marketplace. And now what the quality of SHAKLEE products, specifically nutritional products, the true SHAKLEE difference. So how has this knowledge about the SHAKLEE difference impacted your decision to use the products personally and to build a business as well? And Jesse Shepard is our first speaker. He is a millennial. As you know, I have a love-hate relationship with millennials. He's under 25 years old, and he is a very up-and-coming musician. Some of us are following him. And he also is a senior director in SHAKLEE, and you are first level to somebody who came all the way to from Florida. Miss Suzanne Jeffries back there. So, Jesse, would you share a little bit and answer that question for us?
Absolutely, yeah. For me, I mean, it's just when you hear about how bad the supplement industry is and how many people get away with these horrible tricks that they pull on people, it just ups my confidence in sharing these products with people, because I think with more knowledge, the more strength you have when you're sharing them with people. So for me, I get to again, I come here and I get inspired even more and more, and then I hear things like that. Not only just how good SHAKLEE is, but just like how bad it is for everybody else, how the decisions they're making with putting their products in. So it just ups my confidence every time.
What about as a musician? Do the products help you as a musician?
Yeah, actually, besides the vitamins, which of course I take every day, the two things that really have been like a godsend have been the stress relief. In fact, you'd be surprised how many people, even though they're musicians, right before they get on stage, they're panicking backstage, freaking out. They're always, they're in their heads a lot. And I remember I started taking the stress relief about, usually an hour before I go on stage, and literally the cortisol drops, and I just feel like this, like, even if my head's kind of trying to be like a little nervous, I don't get that feeling anymore, which has been huge. Plus the vitamin C, because since I'm traveling a lot, especially I'm on planes and stuff like that, I would always get sick, and as a singer I can't do that. So it just, when my other musician friends say like, dude, how do you stay so healthy on tour? I'm like, well,
see, dude, how do you stay so healthy? That's a millennial, I love that. And just one final question, why are you building a SHAKLEE business if you have this great career as a musician?
Well, for me, what SHAKLEE's done is it's helped me with freedom, because a lot, especially as an up-and-coming musician, it takes a while till you get to the point where you're making enough money to really just do music. So a lot of people in the music industry, they're also working at a cafe, or they're working at a restaurant. But the beauty of it is that I'm working literally a third of the hours doing something that I also love, right alongside music. I do it in a third of the hours, plus I know that I'm helping people. So it's
You raised a good boy, Suzanne. Thank you. Now another demographic, which I actually do like, is it a Gen Xer or you don't know what you are? Well, Laura Pfeiffer is a mom of two beautiful little girls. She came all the way from New Jersey. She is a certified health coach, but she's also an amazing runner. She does marathons all the time. She has her own blog. I mean, she's like really famous, but you don't know it. So Laura, come on over here. From what you heard from Dr. Cheney, what were your thoughts?
Thanks. Yeah, I think for me what's always been important as I got into health coaching and helping others with nutrition was purity. And everything that I studied was around food. There really wasn't a lot of talk about, we talked about which supplements were important, but not a lot of talk around the purity in your supplements. And as I started, I was always helping people figure out the quality of food and where it's coming from and how you can trust what you're getting and what's contaminated and what's not contaminated. And it took a couple of years into my practices. I was recommending supplements, and everyone's question was always, which brand, what do you trust? And I didn't really know. I was sending them to Whole Foods and natural food stores, and as I learned about some of those differences behind SHAKLEE, I realized what a huge piece I was missing in sharing about purity. Is also where these supplements are coming from is so important, and most people have no idea, and I had no idea, even though this was something I was doing for a living. So I think that education component is huge, both for people in the health field, but for every family and moms trying to raise healthy kids, and so that's something I'm very passionate about.
What about your running? Because you're a huge runner. Every time I look on Facebook, you're doing a marathon somewhere. How have the products helped you in terms of running?
I'm running New York City tomorrow.
All right, the New York City Marathon. Can you hear? Oh, I love it. The dedication you have. Oh my God, you're the best.
I love running. It's always been a fun hobby for me, but you have to be very serious about how well you recover and what goes into your body, and so I've noticed a big difference with my recovery, partly with antioxidants like the omegas, the performance. I came here this morning and get all ready for the marathon. It's perfect. And the protein, getting the right mix of carbs and proteins, and so there's been many ways it keeps me healthy.
And Laura has an amazing business. She's senior coordinator. She's already traveled to 2 places in the country and Mexico, so she's really up there. But really, thank you so much. Thank you, Laura. That was great. Now, for those of you who don't know Corey Beth Lepowski, not only is she a mom, she's a former teacher. She was a wonderful teacher of computer systems. But she also is a part owner with her husband, Michael Lepowski, in a very famous fitness studio called Pure Physique. They're the #1 fitness studio in Westchester County. And I guess I could ask you a lot of questions, but I guess from what you heard from Dr. Cheney, how does that impact your decision to actually share the products and sell the products through your fitness studio? Because that's a huge responsibility that you have to clients.
Thank you, Jeannie. You're right, it is. How awesome was Dr. Cheney? I mean, holy cow. I personally, and I'm sure you can all relate, learned some incredible stuff. And being a mom, I think other moms look to you for advice, so you always want to give the best advice. Being a friend, people look to you for advice. And then, of course, being a studio owner, we have lots of clients that come to us for advice. So it's a big responsibility we have. And when we give the wrong advice, that comes back to bite you a little bit harder than when you give the right advice. So it's been a really wonderful opportunity for, especially my husband, the other New York skeptic, just like you, Dr. Cheney, to be able to recommend a product that we don't have to worry about a recall, we don't have to worry about our reputation, and we know that our clients are getting great results. The purity is there, the potency is there, and now to be able to recommend it into our bodybuilding federation. These athletes are WADA tested, just like you hear from the Olympic athletes. It's the same level of testing that an Olympic athlete has to go through. And we've had, I could tell you stories all day, which I won't, about all the people who have popped for steroids or drugs that are masked like steroids. And one of our promoters was actually part of one of those companies, intentionally putting those bad products in, and all the athletes that he was coaching kept failing the drug test. And my husband and the other 2 co-founders were able to pinpoint and kicked him real far out of the federation. But there's more than you can even imagine going on. So all the information that Dr. Cheney shared is incredibly valuable. We see it firsthand, and this really is a company that you can put your trust in and know that your reputation will be squeaky clean, just as squeaky clean as Shaklee is.
Absolutely. And Corey Beth's been on the product since she's 2 years old because her grandmother, Carmi, put you on the products. And so you've really been an advocate way before you married Michael, for sure.
You're right, and learning about really what this has to offer, I think, has been great. I mean, I just trusted my rock star grandmother, so to grow up and then really understand what amazing things that she was giving to us and my parents were giving to us has been such a huge blessing. So thanks, Oma.
And if you take the Shaklee vitamins, you'll look like Corey Beth in a month. So I love to embarrass our team. Thank you, Corey Beth. That was amazing. So okay. So this is part of our wonderful Chinese American group. Let's give them a warm welcome. We just love our Chinese American group. We're one big happy family. And they came all the way. We have a couple of people there that you know. But the best part is they believe so strongly in the Shaklee vitamins. So from what you heard from Dr. Cheney, and Jennifer and Judy are moms. They are entrepreneurs. Judy is close to being a presidential master, and I think you're almost a master. She doesn't want to tell you, but I'm telling you, she's almost a master. She's very nice. She's a nutritionist in China, and so she has a tremendous knowledge in science. So just share with us a little bit why what Dr. Cheney shared with you is important for you, your family, and also that you've been spreading it to the community and do over 500,000 in sales a month, which is amazing. Jennifer?
Yeah, thank you, Ginny. I'm very honored to speak here, and thank you, Dr. Cheney, and thank you all the guys come here. And actually, after listening to Dr. Cheney, I decided we'll try my best to pass more and more SHAKLEE products to more people. I will talk about something about myself. Actually, I own my own business, and I'm a mother with 2 babies. But you know, I didn't want to do direct sales business. If not for Judy, I think I would not stand here. Because you know, my own business could support my family, and I could live a very good life. But I don't know why at first, and then I entered SHAKLEE, and I tried products, especially for my mom. You know, my mom, her legs were burned 4 years ago, and they were seriously burned by the boiled water, and it cost me about more than $2,000 every month to try to cure her. But you know, I don't think it has had a good effect until I asked her to try the SHAKLEE products. About 1 year, she could get rid of all the poisonous of her legs, and now the new skin appear a little by and by. So I thank SHAKLEE very much. Yeah. Because my mom is the most important person, one of the most important person in the world for me, and she taught me to be nice to people, to reward people if someone hurt me, and also if I can be a good situation, I need to try to help others. So I think it is a good opportunity for me to work very hard for SHAKLEE company. And also last night, it was very late, about 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. We were holding a shake party and I'm so sorry. And have sold about $1,000. Wow. So yes, thank you guys, thank you. Yeah, and also I will thank Craig Cushman, because in the beginning of this year, he told us that SHAKLEE company combined both health and hope. So I also registered a company with that name. Thank you.
She just wants to recognize you for introducing SHAKLEE, and that's the gratitude she has for you, Judy. So thank you so much. And let's thank all of them. Thank you so much. Thank you.